Welcome back to talkSPORT Endzone, talkSPORT's dedicated NFL YouTube channel with myself, Will Varney. And look, we've gone on tour. Really special to say that I'm here at One Jets Drive in New Jersey, home of the New York Jets. Got on the plane from London, 7.5 hours, but we're here. And it's an absolute pleasure to say I'm joined by a very, very special guest, 3-time Pro Bowler. One of, if not the best defensive tackles in the league. Mr. Quinnen Williams joins us on talkSPORT Endzone. Quinnen, how are you, my man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm very well. Look, really appreciate, like I say, you joining us here on talkSPORT.
Thanks for having me.
Firstly, I wanted to ask about the off-season. I know you've been golfing a little bit.
Yeah.
How has it been? Good fun, I suppose. Just sort of getting to relax and reflect a little bit?
Oh, definitely. It's been great, man. Just enjoyed it. My wife, my daughter. Like you said, I got into golf. I've been playing golf a lot, but I really just focus on it and trying to get into it and be really good and get my handicap a little bit lower. So it's been amazing. Just getting a chance to know the team, know the staff, and everything like that. So it's been a great opportunity and having fun. So.
Well, we'll wait and see if you're on the PGA Tour in a couple of years. But you've got plenty of football to be playing first
Definitely.
off. Look, before moving forward, I wanted to just reflect a little bit on the past and look back at last season.
Mm-hmm.
5 wins. I can imagine it was disappointing, frustrating. You yourself, a team captain. I just wanted to ask, looking back at that and reflecting, what lessons have you taken from that experience? Not just from a team perspective, but also personally as well.
I learned a lot of lessons, man. I learned that personal goals I want to achieve, personal things I want to fix in my own game and want to be better at. I learned that leadership, man. I learned going through adversity shows true character and different things like that. So I wanted to really hone in my mindset and my leadership skills and how to bring along other people with the same intensity, the same honor that I play with, and the same mentality when it comes down to trying to change this thing around here in New York and wanting to go on to be great. So.
You mentioned there about being a leader. I mentioned you being a team captain. Those leadership qualities, have they always been ingrained in you, or is it something you've learned along the way from people who've previously been in this organisation or people you've grown up with?
It never just instilled in me. My big brother was always my leader growing up. But when I got to the University of Alabama, I got a chance to be coached by Coach Saban, and he kind of instilled everything in me when it come down to leadership, when it come down to the mindset I have, and when it come down to the way I carry myself on the field and off the field. So I definitely thank Coach Saban and everything he taught me and helped me become the leader I am to today. So.
I mentioned about moving forward here in the organisation right now, a new general manager, a new head coach, Aaron Glenn's arrival, and Coach Glenn has been someone at scout level all the way through to a defensive coordinator of a team like the Detroit Lions who had that success over the last couple of years. How excited were you with his arrival? What was that feeling when you heard that he was going to come in and be the head coach of this team?
I'm super excited, man, just because he was a guy who got drafted here, and when he got drafted here, the Jets wasn't too good, and he was a part of a program that turned the things around at the Jets and became a winning program at the time. So I was definitely excited to him because he definitely understands where I'm coming from when I want to be able to be the person who be a part of a team who helped change the things around here, who helped change the narrative and the trajectory around here. And I was drafted him here just like he was drafted here. And have the same opportunity to help turn this thing around. So I was super excited for that opportunity. So
you mentioned the word accountable, and it feels like Coach Glenn brings accountability. Have you seen that firsthand, and how important is that, like you say, if we're trying to turn things around as a New York Jets?
100%. From day one, accountability level, his standard, the things that he want to get achieved, the culture changing things, and just his process, man, is unbelievable. It reminds me a lot of when I was at Bama and things like that. So having him here, man, and believing in his process, believing his the way he do things is a good thing for me. So
I mentioned that there's a new GM, a new head coach. There's also a new quarterback. Justin Fields has come in as a free agent. What have you seen so far from Justin, not just on the field and with it being mandatory minicamp and OTAs, but also off the field as well as a leader?
He's been doing a well job, man. He's been commanding the hold on offense from the things I've seen when I walked on the field. But you see the talent level that's unbelievable in him, man. The way he can put the ball on the money, the way he can throw it almost 80 yards, and then when he want to pull it down and run, you see the speed that's insane from him. So I'm super excited for the development of him and to see him achieve the things that I know he can achieve and go into the right direction that we all know he can and help us turn this thing around here. So
I just wanted to get your thoughts in terms of, this is a time of the season right now where players are looking for, say, a contract extension, looking for that security. You, just 2 years ago, got your contract extension.
Yeah.
I just wanted to take you back to that moment and almost reflect on how special that is. You mentioned you've got a young daughter, your wife. When you think back to that moment, signing that extension, securing your family's future, what is that moment like to look back
it's
on?
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And then I have to really focus on it because I'm a person of I love this game. I love football. So the money is amazing. The opportunity it opens up is amazing for me and my family and my future family. But I want to win football games. I want to not only get paid here and be financially stable, but I want to be a Super Bowl champion, and not just anywhere, but just here at the New York Jets, because this is a team that took the chance on me in 2019, who drafted me, and this is a team who took a chance on me with paying me. So that's kind of the main focus I kind of was thinking about as soon as I got that opportunity to get another contract. Was like, man, they drafted me here, they paying me here, they really putting a lot of faith in me to help us turn this thing around. So I kind of carry that with a badge of honor, and I literally wake up every day and work my butt off every day to be that person to help change things around. So
just a couple of questions left from myself. I mentioned that because obviously right now there are people like Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, Jermaine, who are hoping for that contract extension to secure their future. Would that be the advice you would then give to those guys then, that you focus on the football first and those things come later on down the line?
I think those guys, the way those guys work, the way those guys are, they don't need no advice. They got it in them, man. They come to work every single day. They deserve every penny that they get when it comes down to the negotiation process, because they literally do everything right. They treat people how they're supposed to be treated. They good in the community. They great on the field and off the field. You're talking about Sauce is a 2-3-time All-Pro, probably the best corner in the NFL, and Garrett, one of the best receivers in the NFL, and Jermaine, who before his injury probably top 10, top 5 defensive ends in the NFL in my eyes. So the advice I would give them, just continue to do what y'all doing, continue to treat people the way you want to be treated, and continue to doing the right things on the field and off the field, and everything is going to fall in place. But those guys, they don't need no advice. They doing everything the right way anyway. So
well, talkSPORT, we're obviously in the UK, and you have played in London before. You're coming back in October.
It's my third time coming to London.
Well, there you go. And I mean, you're playing the Denver Broncos for the 6th successive season, so there's a bit of a rivalry building between the Broncos and the Jets. Look, how excited are you coming back to London? I'm
super excited. I love London, man. It's an amazing experience. The first time I ever got a chance to go, and it's been a great experience ever since. The fan base out there is one of a kind. It's amazing. The experience level from seeing the cities and the different culture things that's out there has been amazing. So I enjoy going every single year if I could. So it's definitely fun, definitely a time, and can't wait to put on a great show and hopefully win a football game in London. So, is there anything you haven't done in London yet? You mentioned there you've been a couple of times already. This is going to be the 3rd time. Is there anything to tick off the list? I have to check and see. I have to check and see first. So. Some nice food, maybe. I have some nice food. Every time I go out, eat some nice food. So that's probably checked off. We'll leave the recommendation till after. Just definitely. Final one from me, Quinnen. In terms of that first game of the season now, obviously with all the signing of Aaron Rodgers for the Pittsburgh Steelers in recent days, you yourself good friends with Aaron, you've known him from his time for the 2 years he was here. How exciting does that week 1 matchup look now, and what are your thoughts on Aaron's arrival in Pittsburgh? It's super exciting, man, getting a chance to play him again. I played him at Green Bay. Getting a chance to play again, not only him, man, that Pittsburgh Steelers team. I love the history behind the team. I love Mike Tomlin when it comes down to the coach he is, and just the Cam Hayward is probably one of my favorite D tackles to watch. I try to emulate everything he do. I try to literally be Cam Hayward every single day on the things that he done at 36 years old, being an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler himself. And he literally just laid the foundation for me personally in the way I want my career to be on the field and off the field. He's a Walter Payton Man of the Year every year, and he's a great football player on the field and off the field. So it's super exciting to get a chance to play them week 1, not only the Aaron there, but you got guys, I'm a fan of Mike Tomlin, then the history, you got Troy Polamalu and all those guys. in the history of Pittsburgh Steelers. So I always look forward to playing Pittsburgh.
Does it give you an advantage knowing what Aaron's about, the 2 years that you spent with him coming up against him in week 1?
Not really. I think Aaron's a Hall of Famer, so you don't have no advantage playing against a guy like that. He's a great quarterback. He can do every single thing when it come down to with a ball, man. So, but probably pull it because since he's old now, he gonna like that. But he's a great quarterback, great person on the field and off the field. One of the best teammates I ever had being here at this organization, man. And I'm super happy to get a chance to play him again. I'm super happy to get an opportunity to play again. So.
Well, Quinnen, look, we can't wait for week 1. Obviously, training camp's still to come. But look, really, really appreciate you joining me here on talkSPORT End Zone. Wishing you all the best for the upcoming season.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.